Dan. It's a pleasure to talk to you today. So can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Thanks so much, Me. Dan Sandberg. I oversee the quantamental research team for S&P Global Market Intelligence. As the quantamental research team, we think of ourselves almost like an internal client. We use our content the way that we think clients are using our content, and then we document the results in white papers and coding notebooks that clients can use to understand how to pull data value out of the S&P Global data.
Okay, so I have a question for you. You gave us a panel earlier on how saying please and thank you matters for AI conversations and interactions. So can you just give us more details on that, please?
Sure. So the panel was on large language modeling and generative AI. And so with generative AI language models, the approach is designed to give you the most probable next word given a certain string of words. So let's say that you were to ask the model, is Taylor Swift dating Travis Kelce, right? Silly example. But it's going to look at that string and it's going to determine the most likely next word. So words like yes and no are probably very high on the list, whereas words like pickle or seagull are probably very low on the list. The algorithm will choose a word and then it will iterate the process. So let's say it chooses yes, it would go back through the original question and it would say, is Taylor Swift dating Travis Kelce? Yes. And then maybe the next probable word after that is she. And then it iterates again as a yes, she is, right? So, and in that way it generates a sentence. When you prompt it with a question, it's using its knowledge of the training data to craft its response. And so when you use please and thank you, or when you ask a question in a professionally sounding way, it's going to place more emphasis on the points in the training data that have questions asked in a professionally sounding way. Whereas if you ask it questions that you might see in a social media forum or questions that you might see on an exam, which tend to just be very straightforward, solve for X. Those training points are probably less relevant to what you're looking for. And so if you want a professional answer, please and thank you do matter.
Thank you so much for that. Yeah, that'll be all for today. Thank you.
Thanks so much. It was great to be here.